Hi Aquarius, this is your homework family reading for May 15th through the 31st. Now, these are new to me, so I'm just starting to do the zodiac readings. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm asking, what's the platform, right for when we start? What are you undergoing? What you're going through? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you seeing? So that you can help you understand what it is that's happening right there at the beginning of the reading, and then help us move up and forward and out of it, or through it in the most positive way. And if it is a lower vibration, let's help us understand what that lower vibration is, why, and how to turn it into a positive. Now, first off though, Spirit is messing with me in a little bit of a way. And I wait to ask Spirit what reading we're doing. And you were the last one I'm doing for this time frame, so I knew automatically when I started to do the reading that is for you. And what I mean is they're starting to mess with me now. I'm not an Aquarius. I'm a Leo. I'm the exact opposite of you. And they're kind of like taking my emotions out. Which makes sense because you Aquariuses don't really like to be in your emotions. And what they're doing is they're really making my head buzz, which I think is kind of funny. They're really making my head buzz, which is trying to connect with that higher self. The higher crown being opened. And connect with that energy that you Aquarians carry. However, at the same time, when I first started asking, they started choking me. Like I was coughing really bad, and like my throat was having problems. What it is the Spirit is putting in me like fluid coming up through my throat, coming from my chest and up through my throat, and then I couldn't breathe and I started choking. For me, this is telling you specifically that you are going to be dealing with the heart chakra and the throat chakra, especially through this month, through the rest of this month, if you've not already been dealing with it. So you're dealing with issues of love and trust, and coming into a different level of the empath. You might be maturing. You might be, as I like to call it, leveling up, like on a video game, leveling up on your gifts. So your empath might be getting stronger. And Aquarius an empath might be harder for you, simply because, let's face it, you guys don't like to be in your feels. But an empath is all about being in their feels. So you might be starting to come into addressing your own emotions as well as others on a different level, on a higher level. That might be something that you're maturing, leveling up on, growing through. But as you're doing it, it's also maybe choking you up in a form. Because, like I said, the heart chakra is about love, trust, and the empath in general, overall. Forgiveness and all of that. But what they're doing is it's like they're filling it up and choking me in my throat. So maybe it's one of two things. As it comes into the throat chakra, it's not about not speaking your truth or about speaking your truth. It's about, are you speaking from fear? Because it's fear getting in the way and making you get choked up. Or maybe is Spirit making me get choked up because maybe you need to do more listening than talking. You may learn something about yourself and others and the leveling up in general that you're not understanding, because maybe Aquarius is very intelligent. You guys are given a whole lot of energy within that crown energy that the rest of us don't get. And is very intelligent, and you're the water bearer, for crying out loud. You pour, waters from the higher world down into us, in a sense. So, in a sense, it may be while you're too busy doing exactly that, you're not learning something you should be learning. Or you're not learning because it's coming from a lower vibrational standpoint, and it's coming from a fear, and you're getting choked up, and it's causing you problems with speaking your truth in a healthy way. So somewhere in there's a learning of understanding what your truth is and how to speak it properly. But when we look at Aquarius in astrology, it takes us through the 1st through the 6th house. So you're going to have a lot of introvert energy going on right now, which is kind of a lot of what you Aquariuses can be often is your private areas, your private personal affairs, your private personal areas. It's your inner introvert. It's your unconscious actions is what a lot of this is going to be talking to you about. Of your personal identity, your ego, your beliefs within your free will. But it's also how you start to turn that into sociable, outgoing communication. How you first understand your inward communication with yourself so that you can then start to take that healing energy and steer it outwardly to the world around you. So you're dealing with self-awareness, your physical body, your personality, appearance, your personal ID. You're dealing with self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. You're dealing with your movable properties and how you gain and spend your money. You're dealing with your siblings, your neighbors, your short journeys and communication within all of this. Is dealing with the home in general, the connection with the home, feeling more comfortable with the home, but it's also feeling more comfortable with the home of who and what you are. It's also dealing with the roots of what created you to be what you are. Because see, when I see it in astrology, home is not just the home. The home is also our karmic homes. So it's the soul that is always part of you that you can't get away from. And part of that is trying to talk to you now. We're also speaking about your pursuit of pleasure, your creativity. It's your love interests. It's also, your inner child being able to be free. Your daily tasks, your physical health. All of this is part of the under communication that you're having with yourself. But as spirit brings this energy up my throat, like I said, I had to bring my water with me because of the choking that was coming with it. And into that throat, they're also hurting my teeth. For me, this is Saturn, which is dealing with your rules, walls, and boundaries, and creating them in a new, healthy way. Shifting those rules, walls, and boundaries. And it's in Capricorn in astrology. So if I look at it from a universal Aquarius standpoint, that is your universal 12th house. So you're dealing with things that may very well be of love and trust and empathy, but also coming from deep within you, from a very dormant spot from within inside of you, from a darker spot within inside of you. And I say that because the universal 12th house is where we hold our secrets, where we hold our denials, where we hold all of the dormant stuff that we kind of want to forget about. And we sometimes lie to ourselves about and don't realize that we're even lying to ourselves about it. So it's where the skeletons in the closet are that we hope, but we've left them back there long enough they went away, more or less. And you're dealing with some of those energies within that heart chakra and that throat chakra, learning to heal them, come into a new higher vibrational energy so that empath can mature and grow, so you can soulfully mature and grow and start a new season, so to speak. So a lot of this has to do with fear that's coming up through that throat chakra. But how is the fear coming? Is it coming because it's coming from that universal 12th house, of recreating those rules, walls, and boundaries, and letting what needs to die so something new can be rebirthed? Or is it because you think you know it all and you won't take a chance to learn? Because Aquarius is, let's face it, you're the water bearer. You bring the water from the higher world and you pour it into our world. So you have a higher knowledge, but you're not good with your feels. And this is the coming together of that that's going to be bringing a healing, or at least a new level of that empathy, the empath energy coming into it as you work through that energy. As I first started to shuffle, I already was given a card, but I want to show you. I like this deck, and I want to show you guys just so that if you like the deck, so you could go out and find them for yourself. That is my light and shadow deck. And I use that deck first off because I want it to help understand the platform. And it's not because it's a low vibrational deck by any means, no. But it is a deck that speaks to you of the shadow side, of the darker side. So it may be what we see on a feared place, in our shadows, in our darker spots of ourself. But it also may be our lower vibration, and how do we make it through that platform, these confusions, these misunderstandings that you're going through, what you're feeling, and then stir it into the most positive way so we can make it move forward. First off, as soon as I started shuffling the deck, I got the Princess of Wands. Making sure I have it high enough so you can see it. Yes, I read all over my deck. This is conviction. It is self-reliance. You're learning to find that self-reliance within yourself. This is both earth and fire energy. This is fierce courage of the heart and soul. What were we just talking about? Working through the heart and soul. Working through the heart chakra and cleaning some of that up from that universal 12th house. This is doing exactly that. Finding the fire and the passion within yourself to believe in yourself and actually connect with it. Not just connect from a logical standpoint, but connect with that fire. And I said collect, so maybe it's collecting that energy inside and really stirring in it and helping you to mature and grow with it. But let me tell you, see, this is the Princess of Wands. The princess isn't quite as smart as the queen. She's still very intelligent. She's very much in her feelings. She's in her passion, her fire, her action, her aggression. She's ready to go after what it is, but she believes in herself, believes in herself, has self-reliance. She's got conviction. She's going to go after it, her heart and soul, and she's not letting it go. But the key here is that cat. That's courage. That's courage as you start to move forward. It's courage and everything that the tiger would mean to you. And I'm leaving it at that because different people would take it in different ways. Because for me specifically, this is more of a cheetah. And cheetahs have to do with, well, actually, maybe I am supposed to say it. Cheetah, because she's on a couple different cards in here. Cheetah, for me, is the speed of the change, the rapid change. But this is a change like in our own DNA, our own makeup. This is, like as you go from that universal 12th house to that universal first house, as you end a cycle, you begin a new cycle. This is what I see as, conviction or self-reliance, going after the soul fire and starting a whole new cycle. This is a new cycle in general because it's the rapid change. It's the DNA shifting to a higher shift. And this is what it's speaking of. That's the way I see it. But if tigers mean something else to you outside of courage and strength, then maybe it means that to you. The next card that came up automatically was the World. The World is self-realization. It is individual soul. It speaks to us of infinity. I don't know what was trying to come out of my mouth. And blooming and expansion. So like I said, this is growing. This is starting something new. This is maturing. This is harmony within the very world and spirit. So this is, the turtle has the baby inside. It's the mom holding the turtle with the baby inside. So it's the pregnancy of the waters that you're swimming through. Turtles go into the water, the sea turtles, and they pull their legs in, their face in, their head in, and they just trust that Mother Earth is going to take them wherever it is they need to go. And they go. That's just what they do. They just, wherever the waters take them, and they will land someplace new, and it will be fine. This is somewhat of the same energy you're getting with the World card. This is Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So this is you. This is an ever-changing, shifting change that is coming for you. Self-realization, coming to know yourself on a different level. It's the infinity of blooming and expanding and growing and maturing. But like I said, it's bringing you back to your fire energy. Now, maybe you don't have any fire in your chart. But this is earth and fire. This is grounding that fire, grounding that new birth for that new courage, that fierce of heart, and going into allowing the heart to really truly start to sing and connecting with it. Like I said, you guys are not good with your feels, but this is coming into a new level of understanding your feels, is what it seems like. And as you do, you mature, you strengthen, and you grow. Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning. This is a brand new beginning. This is unconditional love for yourself and the world around you, and taking a new view from it. Like I said, you may be leveling up on your empath in general. This is Ace of Cups. It's the Holy Grail. It's the eternal cup of life. It's given a brand new start, a brand new chance, a brand new healthy beginning. This is, the blessing being bestowed upon you, and the chance of starting to understand it is what you're starting to move forward in. You may not know it or acknowledge it right now at this point, because that's just the way it is, but it is something definitely new starting, coming, beginning. It's a blessing that is being passed down to you. I'm also being told there's something going to be going on within your universal 8th house. Now, the universal 8th house has to do with, it's ruled by Scorpio, so it's death, death, and rebirth. It's fertility. It's a forever changing life, which is exactly what we were just talking about here with the World card. But Spirit is also directing me to that universal 8th house in general, and saying that it may have to do with joint finances and situations within a relationship of some point. The universal 8th house is what the relationships are responsible for. So anything you care about, you have a relationship with. That's the universal 7th house. So anything you care about, you have a relationship with. From your friends, your loved ones, your children, your family, your working environment, your peers, down to your money. If you have no money, you know about your relationship with no money. If you have no job, you know about your lack of if you have no job, you know about your lack of a job, because then you can't get money. I mean, in one form, if you don't have a vehicle, you know that you're having a problem with transportation. So you know about these relationships. Anything you care about, you have a relationship with. But Spirit is directing me to the joint efforts within a relationship. Basically, the responsibilities within those joint efforts, I get it now, of the relationship. So you're really having to evaluate the joint efforts. It can't just be from your point of view. Maybe you're not seeing the whole picture, is what I'm being told. Because, like I said, this is the responsibilities within a relationship. It's not just the relationship in general, and it's not one-sided. This is how you rebirth and bring fertility into the situation. I was just being directed there. Is there anything else that Aquarius needs to know for their platform right here around the 15th through the 31st? Anything else that Aquarius needs to know for their platform? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aquarius. Aquarius. Sun, Moon. Nope, too many. It's the bottom card, though. The 9 of Cups. This is a positive thing. This is you coming into an inner peace. You're coming into feeling satisfied with the situation. This is Jupiter and Pisces. So you're working through that Pisces energy. I said you were going to be dealing with that universal 12th house. You are working through it and finding new rules, walls, and boundaries. And you're going to learn how to find inner peace within it and satisfaction within it. The question is, are you changing those rules, walls, and boundaries? Or are you just comfortable in what you're comfortable with? Because this is talking about you being satisfied, being, having inner peace. But are you having inner peace or not? Is it because you haven't changed them, or are you shifting them and you're finding them? Help us understand before I move into the next deck. Help us understand what that card was there for. Help us understand what Nine of Cups. Was that because they're shifting upwards and healing and moving upwards? Or is it because they need to get them there? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Too many. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Because like I said, this has all been talking about that universal 12th house. You're talking about Pisces, your inner waters, Jupiter bringing abundance to it. It's talking about healing, going through the heart chakra, the empathy, the empath energy, moving us into, the throat chakra and healing. It's wanting you to find the inner peace, yes. Wanting you to find the satisfied energy, yes. But is that Jupiter and Pisces truly Three of Pentacles? See, I just ask questions to the deck until they start answering me. This is pride of doing a good job and making progress. This is taking it out of our emotions, out of our thoughts and our questions, and bringing it into reality. These are the building blocks you are gaining as you are moving forward. It speaks to you of Mars and Capricorn energy. Capricorn in significance, possibly. But this is the actual building blocks and gaining the wealth. So this is you working through that 12th house energy and bringing that abundance in to help you learn how to gain the gaining blocks so that you are bringing yourself into, being proud, being able to be proud of what you've done and grown and matured through. But this is building Capricorn. It's building you a brand new foundation as you start to make it through there by understanding those energies, because it's also Mars. Capricorn and Mars. It is your roles. It is your Capricorn is the energy where Saturn is. Rules, walls, and boundaries. What I was getting from my teeth. And making the shift of that universal 12th house for you, which is bringing you back to this card. However, this card, the Nine of Pentacles, is talking about Mars energy. Your inner warrior, your inner passion, action, aggression. Actually connecting with it. Not turning it off, not just being analytical about it, but actually feeling it and emotionally sifting through it and honestly starting to pull you into a whole new level and up and out of it. That's where you find the Fool. This is you, Aquarius. This is Uranus. Uranus, this is the inner child within learning, taking a chance, moving forward. And that's basically exactly what, coming back into your primal energy. And they're choking me again. So, this is having to do with, like I said, it's still having to do with that throat chakra, dealing with the heart chakra as you're moving forward, coming into something new, taking a chance, trying something new. This is starting new paths within it. Your inner child is connecting with you. It's your primal nature. It's your Uranus. Independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom. But right now it's also in Taurus, which is self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, working through your universal 12th house of the things that we lie to ourselves about, the secrets that we need to change so that we can move forward in healthy ways. This is all about helping you heal. Is there anything specific that Uranus needs to know from the 15th through the 31st? Taurus, what was I just saying? Taurus, individuality, uniqueness, freedom, independence. That is Uranus. That's the Fool card. And Taurus right now. Your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem. And connecting with that energy that's healing you. This is trying to find the inner heaven from within, but you can't connect with it just by being with the brain. You have to connect with the heart. The heart and the throat are coming together to help you learn something new. As I get into this deck, my Thoth deck, is there anything... Well, I'm not taking that. That was a bottom card. I hadn't even shuffled yet. Not Taurus, that, And then you see, I told you, sometimes they just start speaking. This is Six of Victory. Six victory, Six of Wands. We're getting into our passion, our action, our aggression. It's victory over our past. It is fire. It is Leo. It is Aries and Sagittarius. It is reflection and confidence. Reflection and confidence in finding our valor. It's, like I said, victory over the past. This is you coming up and out of this. This is you moving into a brand new beginning. Way too many. Can you at least let me pick them up before you start throwing cards out at me? Alright, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Aquarius, and Venus. Well, that's twice now, so that those two are definitely coming out. This is the Six of Swords, speaking to you of Air, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So this is you in a form. This is learning from trial and error. Plain and simple. This is exactly what this is. Learning through experiences. This is Aquarius and Mercury. This is taking that communication and chancing it and trying it. Throat chakra. That's what I've been getting choked up on the whole time. This is trial and error, and you can't move forward without trial and error. It's about taking the chance with those emotions, with those feelings, and trusting that there's something there that the heart chakra is teaching you. Basically, trial and error. And then it's coming in swift for you for the rest of the month. This is rapid change. This is Eight of Wands. Rapid change. Again, Mercury, spiritual energy. This is fire energy. Leo, Aquarius, and Sag. It is decisive action with speed coming in. So whatever these changes are, they're coming in quickly. You are going to have to adapt to work with them. Is there anything else? Well, you popped up twice too, so we'll take you. No, we won't. You just flipped over on accident. You're not high enough. Give me a high vibration. Give me something that's higher that helps them understand. Give them, Aquarius, a higher vibration than where we're at. Help us understand the direction. What's going on? Where are we going? From the 15th through the 31st. Help them with the highest vibration of what they can comprehend. You guys are overthinkers. Not taking that. Yeah, I am taking that. Sorry. The Hangman is coming with, what is this? The Princess of Cups. This is actually a good thing. The Hangman is Neptune, feminine in energy. This speaks to you of water and your soul's journey. The Hangman is not in trouble. He's hanging there. Okay, in a form, Hangman speaks to me of Odin. Odin put himself on the tree for, I think it's 9 days so he can learn. This is kind of what you're going through. Doesn't mean that it's something you're having a problem with. This is just something you're undergoing as you have like a leveling up energy. This is the fountain of wisdom is speaking to you and then bringing its reproduction in. Basically, this is the fountain of the mem. It is the closed self-consciousness. You are working through your closed self-consciousness and bringing it into a higher self-consciousness, helping you to understand the full picture. You're getting rid of just that Aquarius thinking without the emotions. You're bringing the emotions in and getting a full-bodied picture. The thing is, as you've been doing it, you're feeling the Princess of Wands. She is very dreaming within her manifestation. She moves it forward very easily. But she's a romantic dreamer. She's deep in her waters and the worlds. So, I mean, you need to, in order for you to make it through this, you need to jump into this. You need to be able to swim through the waters, through your inner waters. You need to honestly swim through your waters and see what those truths really are that you're denying yourself, is what I'm getting. Is there anything else from the 15th through the 31st, Aquarius needs to hear to help them move forward, to help them shift through whatever is going on in their life. What do they need? All right, it has come back up, so we're going to stick with it. The Knight of Swords. It flipped over a couple times, but I kept feeling it wasn't in it. It's saying you need to get into your fire thinking. And what I mean by fire thinking is the energies of fire. Passion, action, aggression. Fire. Emotions. It's also your sexual energy. Fire is. This is, this is your air and your fire energy. It's asking you to get fixed on that fire thinking. Get into the emotions, sift through them, but don't necessarily act on them. You're sifting through them. Some of them may have been some deep emotions that weren't exactly positive, but maybe you have to sift through them to understand them better. Because this is the Knight of Swords. The Knight is ready to go charge. Head over heart. He's ready to charge after the situation without necessarily thinking for it. This is being in our emotions and just going after them without thoroughly feeling our way through it. It is restless thinking. It is transition undergoing, more or less. He's ready to run after the subject, but he's running after the situation right. This is what keeps coming up. Head over heart. You guys are very good at head over heart. It all depends on if you're ready to connect on a oneness level. Are you ready to see the whole view of everything? And then we have, let's see, because that's basically what I'm getting from the Thoth deck for you. Give me a high vibrational energy that'll help Aquarius make it through the rest of this month. Give me a high. I don't like either one of them. Give me something higher. I want higher. Give them a higher vibrational energy that will help them through this month. Some kind of guidance that will help Aquarius through this month. Oh, now you're shifting out. Okay. Give me a higher vibrational energy that will help them. Something higher. Help us rise to the highest vibrational energy they can. Thank you. Boldness. Said this all had to do with our throat chakra. With your throat chakra. I'm not Aquarius. Don't take it lying down. Get up and fight, but fairly. This fight will be remembered because of the respect and dignity you bring to the battle. So this is about you, learning to stand in that heart chakra, and learning to stand in your throat chakra coming from the heart. Give me a high vibration that will help Aquarius. No, that's too many. So that we can finish up this reading for them. Give me a high vibration that will help Aquarius as they work through this month. Something that will help them as they come through the rest of this month from the 15th through the 31st. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. That's like half the deck. No. Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. Know thyself. It is the most important task you have. I love you all. And like I said, I'm feeling again like the crown is trying to feel like it's lifting up. So this is definitely something that your higher self is trying to get you to understand as well. I love you. And I'll see you next month. Bye, guys.